Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First on the local scene. A 51-year-old laborer of Kingstown, identified as Mark Shallow, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of wounding on August 5th, 2023. A release from the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force states that Shallow is accused of unlawfully and maliciously wounding a 41-year-old vendor of Camden Park with a knife over her right eye and cutting her on the forehead. The offenses were committed on the 4th of August 2023 at about 9:30 p.m. and 10:55 p.m. on Whitechapel Road, Kingstown. Shallow appeared before the Kingstown Magistrate Court on the 7th of August 2023 and pleaded not guilty. He was granted bail in the sum of $2,500 EC with one surety. The matter was adjourned to Tuesday, October 10th, 2023. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Met Services is advising the Vincentian Nation that a tropical wave is affecting the islands. According to the update, weather conditions will be occasionally cloudy with light to moderate showers and isolated thunderstorms. Winds are east-northeast to east at 10 to 25 kilometers per hour with higher gusts near showers. Sea conditions are slight to moderate in open water and swells from 0.5 meters to 1.5 meters. A flash flood advisory remains in effect, and residents and motorists in areas prone to flash flooding and landslides or near rivers and streams are cautioned to stay alert. Still on the local scene, the Carnival Development Corporation is set to host its annual prize-giving ceremony on Monday, August 21st, 2023. The ceremony, which will begin at 5 p.m., would hear addresses from the Minister of Tourism, Carlos James, CDC officials, and sponsors. There would also be a distribution of trophies and prize monies to winners of the various competitions that took place throughout the carnival season. All attendees are asked to dress elegantly casual. On the regional scene, boat operators and owners in Guyana whose boats were destroyed on August 1st, 2023 by an early morning fire at the Vred and Hoop, Stelling, met with Guyana's President Dr. Oufan Ali on Monday to discuss possible assistance. Following the discussions, Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, along with representatives of the local banking and insurance sectors, agreed to meet with operators in the coming week to explore support options. Several boat operators were affected by an early morning fire at the Vred and Hoop, Stelling, which involved 19 vessels, 13 of which were destroyed and 6 damaged. Reports noted that the Guyana Fire Service received a call at around 1:49 a.m. alerting them of the fire. According to initial investigations, the fire reportedly started from the rear end of a vessel that was docked at the southern side of the Vred and Hoop, Stelling, which quickly erupted and spread to other nearby vessels, thus destroying some. Still on the regional scene, Ministry of Education officials in Barbados are taking a look at the pros and cons of the use of cell phones in schools, following a UNESCO study which recommends a ban on the use of the devices in schools. The United Nations Education, Science and Culture Agency, UNESCO, in its latest 2023 Global Education Report, raised concerns about the excessive use of smartphones in schools worldwide. According to the report, there is evidence showing that overuse of mobile phones was linked to reduced educational performance. On Tuesday, at a media briefing, Barbados' Deputy Chief Education Officer, Roderick Rudder, stated that the ministry has not yet done an assessment of the local situation. He said, "We are aware of the global thrust to re-examine the extent to which our young people are utilizing, I would say, mobile technologies for educational and social purposes. However, we have not yet reached a point in terms of our own assessment of the local impact on our students. But the international research that has been put out there, they're lobbying for countries to reconsider the length of time that young people utilize cell phones and also, if necessary, to put a complete ban on the use of cell phones. Rudder said that the ministry recognized the importance of students using technology to access information for their own development and that officials would be looking at how to moderate usage. On the international scene, survivors of a shipwreck of the Italian island of Lampedusa have told local media that 41 migrants have died in the shipwreck. According to the survivors, they were on a boat that had set off from Sfax in Tunisia and sank on its way to Italy. More than 1,800 people have lost their lives so far this year in the crossing from North Africa to Europe. The survivors, a 13-year-old boy, two men, and a woman, told rescuers that they were on a boat carrying 45 people, including three children. They said that the boat, which was about 7 meters long, left Sfax on Thursday last week, but sank within hours after being hit by a big wave. Only 15 people are understood to have been wearing life jackets, but this apparently failed to save their lives. The four managed to survive the shipwreck by floating on inner tubes. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.